2. Managing Safety and Health. Module Description. Employers are encouraged to develop and maintain a safety and health program that provides policies, procedures, and practices that protect employees from occupational safety and health hazards. In addition to preventing injuries, illnesses, and fatalities, addressing safety and health issues in the workplace saves the employer money and adds value to the business. This module begins with an overview of accident costs, direct and indirect. Then, we explore the elements and processes of safety programs and worksite analysis. The job hazard analysis is commonly used to train workers how to perform a job in the safest manner possible. Hazard recognition and the hierarchy of controls are also discussed. Next, the module explains how to understand accident causation and the various accident theories. If you learn the cause and effect relationship between accident causation and the human element, then you can reduce injuries and illnesses. The final lesson concludes with an overview of incident investigation techniques. Module Learning Objectives. At the end of this module, students will be able to determine the direct cost of an accident, determine the indirect cost of an accident, describe the true cost of an accident related to human error factors, summarize the components of a safety program, explain how hazards are identified, prevented, and controlled, discuss safety training and program improvements, analyze work sites and tasks to identify hazards, explain the hierarchy of controls, understand accident causation theories, explain how unsafe behaviors contribute to accidents, understand the role of a safety management system in preventing accidents and incidents, identify incident investigation techniques to find the root cause of an event. Lesson 1. Accident Costs and Prevention. Lesson Focus. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to determine the direct and indirect costs of an accident, identify the components of a successful safety program, explain the importance of a workplace hazard analysis, recognize different types of hazards, explain the hierarchy of controls, perform a risk analysis. Accident costs. According to the 2024 Liberty Mutual Workplace Safety Index, U.S. businesses spend more than $1 billion each week on workplace injuries, totaling $58 billion per year spent as a result. Many accidents are expensive when considering lost time events. However, there are many more cost factors related to accidents that can be direct or indirect. To evaluate the total cost of the accident, you must combine both the direct and indirect costs. These costs come out of the employer's profits. Depending on the company's profit margin, significant additional sales are required to offset the costs of a workplace injury. Direct costs of an accident. The direct costs of an accident are directly associated with the event and are easily quantifiable. The employer's insurance company pays most direct costs through workers' compensation. Two main direct costs are the medical costs and the legal payments for compensation for the losses and damages from the accident. Examples of some of these costs are physical therapy, medical expenses, repair fees for damaged equipment, increases in workers' compensation premiums, continuation of pay, compensatory damages, costs for legal services. Indirect costs of an accident. Indirect costs are all the other costs that result from the accident but are not direct payments. The indirect costs of an accident are not paid through insurance and, therefore, are unrecoverable. While the direct costs are easy to quantify, the indirect costs are often unseen or impossible to quantify. The indirect costs of an accident are usually greater, sometimes much greater, than the direct costs. Many people, schedules, and products are involved in the total indirect costs. Job productivity. Employees. Customers. Bottom line. Altered project timelines, less productivity, employee turnover, and unhappy customers all add up to lost business. OSHA citations for failing to protect employees can also be costly. All of these factors certainly hurt the financial bottom line. Additional examples of indirect costs include Wages paid to injured workers for absences not covered by workers' compensation. Lost wages and work stoppage associated with worker injuries. Overtime due to the accident. Shutdown time during the event. Investigation time. Possible citations or money amounts for fines in case a major event happens. Possible increases in insurance premiums. Maintenance time and retraining time for current employees. Administrative costs and time spent by safety personnel, clerical workers, and other employees after the injury. Training for replacement workers. Lost productivity due to the injury. Low employee morale. New employee learning curve. Accommodation for the injured employee within the organization. Clean up, preparation, and replacement costs of damaged material, machinery, and property. Poor customer and community relations.